Hey, 49ers fans, welcome back because we have a ton to talk about today. And trust me, this is going to be a ride full of updates, insights, and some serious excitement as we look ahead to the next matchup. Week 6 is officially underway, and the buzz around the San Francisco 49ers has never been louder. The upcoming clash with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is already drawing all kinds of attention, and everyone is asking the same question. Who will be the X factor in this game? Now, let's get into it, because this is where things start to get really interesting. For me, the player who could swing the game in the Niners' favor is Bryce Huff. His skill set, timing, and ability to exploit weaknesses make him a fascinating player to watch, especially when you consider the matchups on the other side of the field. Tampa's right tackle has been under a lot of pressure this season, giving up more pressures than nearly any other player at his position in the league. That's the kind of opening that Huff can take advantage of, and it's exactly what the 49ers need if they want to get after the quarterback and create momentum early on. This is not just about sacking the quarterback. It's about forcing mistakes, changing the flow of the game, and giving the defense an edge that can carry through every down. The Niners are known for their disciplined approach on all three phases of the game, but having an X factor like Huff ready to make a difference could turn the tide in a matchup that will likely be determined by who can impose their will and dominate the line of scrimmage. The thought of Bryce Huff lining up against Tampa's offensive line, knowing the numbers and vulnerabilities, is enough to get anyone excited. This isn't just hype. This is football intelligence meeting raw athletic talent. And when you combine those two things, you get plays that can change a season. But it's not only Huff who has fans buzzing. The Niners have had a string of young players stepping up and making big plays in crucial moments. And one of the stories that has everyone talking is Alfred Collins. He's been making waves since returning to practice, and his impact in big game situations has already started to become part of the team's lore. What he did on Thursday during practice was the kind of play that reminds everyone just how special raw talent can be when it meets preparation, focus, and opportunity. Alfred's ability to split double teams, make tackles in critical moments, and create turnovers is something that rarely comes along. And it's even more impressive when you consider how he started the season. Despite a slow start and missing parts of training camp, he has already shown that he can perform under pressure, making plays that have his teammates and coaches talking in terms normally reserved for seasoned veterans. Christian McCaffrey, Fred Warner, and other key players have all praised him, noting that some of the stops he's made are among the best they've ever seen in their careers. That's remarkable for a rookie, and it says a lot about his instincts, his work ethic, and his natural talent. Alfred Collins is the type of player who can elevate a defense, inspire confidence, and make the whole team feel just a little more unstoppable. And speaking of defense, the 49ers as a whole are showing why they are tied for one of the best records in football right now. Their performance through the first 5 weeks has been nothing short of remarkable. When you consider all the injuries and obstacles they've faced, the fact that this team continues to perform at such a high level speaks volumes about their coaching, their culture, and their mindset. The defensive line, led by veterans and energized by young stars like Collins and Huff, has the potential to completely disrupt any opposing offense. That's exactly what makes this matchup against the Buccaneers so intriguing. Tampa Bay has been relying heavily on the pass this season, ranking high in pass attempts, which means the 49ers' pass rush will need to be relentless. Every pressure, every disruption, and every well-timed tackle matters more than ever in games like this. The strategy will have to be precise, but if the Niners can get their rhythm and exploit the weaknesses on Tampa's offensive line, they could dominate this game from start to finish. It's all about taking what the defense does best and turning into points on the board, momentum swings, and ultimately a win that keeps the team on top of the league. Of course, it's not just about the defense. Offense matters, and the 49ers have had their own challenges with injuries and lineup adjustments. Key players returning, like Jawan Jennings and George Kittle, are massive for the team's performance. The chemistry, timing, and ability to execute plays under pressure rely heavily on these experienced leaders being on the field. When you add in the potential of younger players stepping up, the dynamic of this team becomes fascinating. Every practice, every snap, and every coaching decision can ripple through the game. Watching the offense adapt, overcome challenges, and find ways to score points despite missing pieces is one of the reasons the Niners remain such an exciting team to follow. This combination of experienced leadership and young talent creates a balance that makes the team unpredictable, versatile, and dangerous. Every game is an opportunity for these players to define their roles and cement their place on a roster that is aiming high, not just for wins, but for dominance in every phase of the game. Meanwhile, the quarterback situation has been under scrutiny, with some challenges that have required careful management. Jones has had to navigate minor injuries while still preparing to lead the team against a high-powered offense. It's a delicate balance, and the coaching staff has been methodical in making sure he's ready without overextending. This attention to detail reflects the culture that the Niners have built, a culture where preparation, resilience, and mental toughness matter just as much as physical ability. It's a mindset that allows the team to handle adversity while still executing at a high level on game day. When the quarterback is in sync with the line, the receivers, and the play calling, it elevates the entire squad. And despite the challenges, the team seems confident that they will be ready to compete, showing the resilience and determination that has become a hallmark of this franchise. At the same time, the defensive backs have been making strides in practice, with players like Malik Mustafa leading drills and bringing intensity and energy to every session. His eagerness to return to game action and impact plays is infectious. Watching him move, communicate, and challenge opponents in drills shows just how critical he will be for the team's secondary. His presence will likely push other players to elevate their game, creating a ripple effect that strengthens the entire defense. The excitement surrounding his return is well-earned, and fans are rightfully anticipating the difference he can make on the field. Every interception, every pass breakup, and every coverage assignment he executes at a high level will contribute directly to the team's success and could very well tip the scales in close matchups. In addition, the Niners' roster depth has been tested, but the blend of experienced players and emerging talent is proving to be effective. Injuries have forced adjustments, yet the team continues to find ways to compete and excel. Watching players step into bigger roles, seize opportunities, and perform under pressure is one of the most exciting aspects of following this team. It's a testament to the coaching staff, the preparation, and the individual players' dedication to excellence. Every snap, every play, and every decision is magnified because of the high stakes and the level of competition, and the Niners have consistently demonstrated their ability to rise to the occasion. As we look ahead to Sunday's game, all of these factors come into play. Bryce Huff as a potential X factor, Alfred Collins' big play capability, the defense's dominance, key offensive players returning, and the overall resilience of the roster all combine to make this matchup one of the most compelling of the season. The 49ers are not just preparing to play. They're preparing to impose their will, set the tone, and continue their remarkable start to the season. The anticipation, the strategies, and the personalities involved make it impossible not to be excited about what's coming. From the first whistle to the final seconds, this team has the potential to deliver memorable moments, highlight real plays, and the kind of football that fans will be talking about for weeks. As the countdown to Sunday continues, the energy around the 49ers locker room is electric. Every player knows the stakes, and every coach is emphasizing execution, discipline, and the mental edge needed to dominate a team like the Buccaneers. It's one thing to study film and plan schemes, but it's another to step onto the field and execute when the spotlight is on. The players returning from injury, like Jawan Jennings, bring not only skill, but also leadership. Jennings has consistently shown that he is a culture setter, someone who can elevate the performance of those around him just by his presence. He's the type of wide receiver who doesn't just run routes. He impacts the entire offense, drawing attention from defenders, creating mismatches, and making plays when it matters most. His return adds a crucial dimension to the passing game, particularly as the team faces a Buccaneers defense that has been adapting to every offensive strategy thrown at them this season. The timing of his return could not be better, giving the Niners a boost that can swing momentum in their favor early in the game. Meanwhile, the offensive line has been under constant scrutiny, and rightly so. Protecting the quarterback while opening running lanes is always a challenge, especially when facing a defense designed to create chaos. But the line has been adapting, learning from previous matchups, and demonstrating cohesion that is critical for the team's overall success. Every block, every adjustment, and every snap contributes to the rhythm of the game. The interplay between the offensive line, the quarterback, and the skill players is a delicate balance, and the Niners have been refining it through rigorous practice sessions. It's not just about physical strength. It's about awareness, anticipation, and chemistry. When the offensive line performs at its peak, the entire offense feels more confident, faster, and more capable of making explosive plays that can change the course of the game. The quarterback situation remains one of the most watched storylines leading into the matchup. Jones has been navigating a tricky week, dealing with minor setbacks while still preparing to perform at the highest level. The coaching staff's approach has been cautious but intentional, focusing on preserving his readiness while not overexerting him. This type of careful management reflects a team culture that values long-term success over short-term risk. The quarterback is the linchpin of the offense, and even small limitations can influence play calling and timing. However, Jones has shown remarkable resilience, keeping a focused mindset and preparing as if every practice rep matters. His determination to lead, even while managing physical limitations, speaks volumes about his mental toughness and commitment to the team. The balance of ensuring he is healthy while maintaining rhythm and confidence will be crucial against a Buccaneers defense known for being opportunistic and aggressive in pass coverage. On the defensive side, the excitement around young players returning from injury continues to build. Malik Mustafa's presence in practice has been a clear signal to the rest of the team that he is ready to make an immediate impact. His ability to read the quarterback, react to passes, and cover receivers in tight spaces brings an entirely new layer to the secondary. The energy he brings to practice pushes others to elevate their game, creating a competitive environment that improves performance across the board. The team's defensive backs have been showing improvement in communication, coverage, and tackling, all of which will be vital in slowing down Tampa Bay's passing game. When players like Mustafa step into these roles, it allows the defense to be more versatile, aggressive, and confident in executing complex schemes designed to create turnovers and pressure the quarterback. The ripple effect of his return is felt not just in practice, but will be evident when the game begins, influencing matchups, defensive calls, and ultimately the outcome on the scoreboard. But before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to 49ers Zone and hit the like button on this video. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on the San Francisco 49ers. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comments below. The San Francisco 49ers locker room is reportedly in chaos tonight after shocking news reportedly emerged. Star tight and George Kittle has requested trade. Sources close to the team say the normally fiery and loyal Kittle made the startling decision after growing frustration over recent team dynamics and what insiders describe as differences with management. While the specifics remain murky, the mere suggestion that one of the franchise's most beloved players wants out has sent waves of uncertainty through both the locker room and the fan base. Kittle, known for his dominant blocking, electrifying catches, and unmatched energy on the field, has been a cornerstone of the 49ers offense since being drafted. Fans and teammates alike have long celebrated his leadership and commitment. But according to insiders, tensions behind the scenes may have reached a breaking point. Several unnamed teammates were reportedly caught off guard, expressing disbelief and concern as news of Kittle's request spread like wildfire through the facility. The atmosphere is said to be tense, with veteran players trying to stabilize morale while younger stars look on anxiously, unsure of how this could impact the team's playoff ambitions. The timing of Kittle's alleged trade request could not be more dramatic. With the season still in full swing, a move like this would send shockwaves across the league, potentially triggering a bidding war for one of the NFL's most dynamic offensive weapons. Rumors suggest that multiple teams have already inquired about Kittle's availability, though nothing has been confirmed. Meanwhile, 49ers management is reportedly scrambling to contain the fallout, weighing the players' desires against the team's long-term strategy. Social media is ablaze as fans speculate on what could happen next. From trade packages to blockbuster deals, the rumor mill is running at full speed. Some voices are calling for Kittle to stay, emphasizing his emotional connection to the city and team, while others argue that a fresh start elsewhere could reignite his career. Analysts are left debating not only the potential destinations, but also the broader implications for the 49ers' locker room culture. As of now, no official statement has been released, and the situation remains fluid. One thing is clear. If George Kittle really does leave San Francisco, the NFL landscape could look dramatically different before long. For now, all eyes are on the 49ers front office and the tight end whose every move can spark headlines. The only certainty is uncertainty, and in the world of professional football, that is sometimes more electrifying than any touchdown. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep receiving exclusive news about the San Francisco 49ers, make sure to subscribe to 49ers Zone and give this video a like. We always look forward to hearing your comments and opinions. See you in the next video.